all, welcome to the channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today is Back to the Future Friday, and I'm really looking forward to this issue. It is issue 10 of Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. Now I'll show you when we go over to the build table in a minute why I'm so excited about this issue. I've been dying to get this issue done, but then I realised, oh, I'm a little bit behind on the DeLorean because over the festive period, so I've actually got quite a few videos to release. So today is probably going to get 3 DeLorean videos done today, all being well. So I hope you enjoy them. I'm still enjoying doing this model. I just can't wait to get started on this issue 10. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, let's get started. Now, we're being sent this piece. I can't even get it on camera in one go. But they've sent us the chassis for the DeLorean, and I'm really impressed by this, the way it looks and everything else like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually be putting a few of the components we've been building so far onto this chassis today. And we've got a lot of screws. We've got AM screws, BM screws, DM screws, GM screws and AP screws. So I think we've got quite a few screws to keep going by. So the first thing we're going to do, we need to bring over this side of the DeLorean, and well, not DeLorean, it's the steering mechanism, because we're going to be working on the front. Now I do believe this is the left hand side of the steering column, and what we need to do, we just need to slot that into place just down there like that, and then we're just going to turn this over and we're going to screw it in. Now there is an L for left, I didn't realise that. So we need to screw this in with 2 BM screws. Now I'm just going to get some loaded up. I'm just going to take that off for a minute and get one loaded up on my screwdriver. I'm just going to make sure that everything fits together, and we'll get this screwed in. So that's the first BM screw in. Okay, that's the first one. Trying to do these fairly tight. It is a lot of weight on this model. It's probably going to weigh quite a bit when completed. Alright, that's nice and tight, and just double check the other one. And that's nice and tight as well, and that is not going anywhere. Feels a little bit loose. I'll just see if I can tighten them up a little bit more. A little bit of a turn on that one, and a bit of a turn on that one. Okay, so now we've done the left side, we need to do the right side. So we'll get the right side, hook it in. Actually, I need to get a BM screw ready first. Ever since I received this issue 10, I've just been so dying to do it, and I'm just so chuffed now that I get to do this, because it's really going to start looking like a vehicle. Okay, and then I'm going to do the second BM screw. So here we go. This is the second one going in. Just making sure they're again done up tightly. Yes, they are. Right, next thing we need to do, we need to flip it over, because the next part we need to fit is this part here, and this is the front plate and steering. Okay, so we need to, I think, just looking at how this is going on, now it's a little bit confusing. Right, okay, so some screws down here, these are the ones that line up and we need to screw in. And with them we need AM screws. Now there's actually 3 of them, but I'm covering one up with my finger currently. So that's why you can't see the 3 screws. It's very strange actually, 'cause you'd think they'd maybe put a location tab on. But okay, so I need to use my Wera 00 screwdriver there for these AM screws. Okay, so that's the first AM screw in. Now you can see that 3rd one in the centre there. Some might say it's an absolute ridiculous amount of screws, but compared to some of the other models that I've done with screws, yeah, it's about right really. Okay, so that's now in place. Excuse me. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to bring in the steering column. So this here, it just sort of hooks up through there if it'll stay in place. Come on. Right. It's a case of you get one side in and the other side doesn't want to go in. Right, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do that with that. Just hook it over. If I can. Right, okay. And this needs to be screwed in. We've got one on there and that's a GM screw. So let me get a GM screw ready. Okay. Oh, it's popped out again. Okay, so I believe I've got it in place. Yes, I have. It's in the right areas. So let's get a GM screw going on this one. Oh, that one slipped. I do apologise. Okay, nearly down. And then we'll do the other. Just check to make sure that's in the right one, which it is, and another GM screw. General Motors we'll call it. Let's bring this one into shot. These are tough, these metal screws, but they are going in, and you can actually sort of see how that mechanism is going to work eventually. Right, so the next bit we need to do is we actually need to attach this column. Now this one's calling for DM screws. Now in the instructions it's sort of telling us to do it this way up, but I think it's going to be far easier doing it this way up. So this basically connects on top, if you can see that, and then it's screwed in with a DM screw. But see, on the end of that you'd have Delorean Motor Company. Okay, so it's just a case of getting this lined up all the way. Right, I think I've got that lined up. I can feel that screw now gone into place. Looking lovely. This model never ceases to impress me in everything. And I'll just bring the other bit in now. So again, it goes on top. Line it up. DM screw and screwed into place. Now, when I do that, it should theoretically do the steering. That's really good. Okay. Right, let's move on to the next step. So the next step is we do need to flip this over because we've got this part here to put on. It goes this way around and we're just going to simply put it on basically like that. Then it wants us to flip it over again and we need to put 4 DM screws. So I'm just going to get some DM screws ready. And then I'm going to flip it back over because the holes it wants are one hole there, one hole there, one hole there and one hole there. So we'll start with this one. It's nice to see some of the bits that we've done going on the car. It's starting to take shape, and that, yeah, it's one of them issues that you've built a load of stuff and now you get to put it on the car. It's kind of a bit of a reward, really. Okay, so I've done the first 2 screws. I'm going to do the other 2 now. So screw that down. And let's get the second one. Okay, and that's the 4th one done. So just turning the page of the magazine over. Okay, so the next part we need to do, we need to flip this over again. And what we need to do is we've got the anti-roll bar to fit. Now, I don't know if you can see this, there's sort of a hole there and a hole at the other side there. And this is just, the ends of this are going to go in these holes. Now I'm just making sure I do this correctly. So that's the first one in, and that's the second one in. And then we've got some holes here and we need to screw that in with AP screws, and I've got a sneaky suspicion I'll need my Wearer 000 screwdriver, and maybe not. Let me just double check. Oh, no, it's a Wearer 0. Okay. The only problem with this is, I'm not even on camera. The problem with this is it just wants to sort of move around everywhere. Now I'm just cautious if I've got that. It can't really go any other way. Yeah, it is incorrectly because it can't go any other way. So there is like a little bit of a rise to it there. I'm just double checking that that's the correct way around, but there's no other way it can go in. So, okay, last couple of screws. One more to go. Oh, drop that. Okay. Right, so the last thing it wants us to do is put the tyres on. So what I need to do, let's get my screwdriver, thinner one than that, pop it down through the hole down here to try and pop out the centre cap. If it'll come. And there's the centre cap and that plastic washer. Okay, so we'll attach the first wheel. So what we need to get ready is a GM screw. And we need to put the tyre on. And then it's very hard for me to try and show you this, guys. Then we need the, see if that helps. No, that's not going to help. Then the plastic washer. Then we need a GM screw. So let's get a GM screw ready. And I can feel that biting straight away. Might get a couple more turns on that. Right, that's a little bit too tight, so let's just slacken it off. A little bit too tight. Again, a little bit tight. I don't know if this is designed to... Right, that's better. Okay. And then basically what we do is we put the cap back in once we've done. Okay, so we have to repeat that again on the other side. So just pop that out quite quickly. And we'll do the same on the other side. So, tyre on. What I might do this time, because I had a bit of trouble with that plastic cap, I'm going to put the plastic cap over the screw. Tell you one thing though, it's producing a lot of dirt on my desk, so I think that's where it's we've been cutting into metal and paint and stuff, obviously going into metal. Okay, that's okay. It hasn't even actually attached itself, don't think. Oh yeah, it has. This needs tightening. And that's able to move freely. Okay. And I do believe that's it for issue 10. Just let me put the cap in. And there we have it. And that's issue 10 complete. We've worked all on this. Let's turn it around the right way, the way it's supposed to go. I don't know if that's going to annoy me eventually. Is that magnetic bit? Could do. We'll see. It's not really a car to be playing with, is it? And that's it complete. Issue 10. And I really enjoyed that. Oh gosh, that was some fun. So yeah, that was amazing that we put all them bits together, and you can now sort of see what the car's going to be like. So yeah, very pleased with that issue. Issue 10 is done, guys. Well guys, that's it for this episode of Build the Back to Future DeLorean issue 10. I'm hoping to get issue 11 done out to you today as well, with it being a Friday. So please look out for that coming up in a little bit of time. But yeah, I've got a bit of a sweat on with that one, but that's not because of the difficulty of it. It's just... yeah, it's just, I'm so happy to do it. It's really enjoyable, and it's going to go back up on the shelf up there, and until we need to work on it next time, which hopefully will be later on. So if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. But guys, as for always, stay safe and bye for now. I'd just like to give a shout out to all my patrons that help and support the channel. Please check out their channels on YouTube as well, and thank you very much for watching.